Where? Hope you didn't come to Gaul.
No, to talk.
Turn around and wait.
Kira Metz, deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
So, bet you saw this question.
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the... I'm in hiding, Geralt.
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorcerers.
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one.
So how's it feel to be the...
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in.
Changing the subject. Any news of your sister?
None. We can't know.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
I'm looking for a...
Oh, really? Who?
I'm looking for Ciri. That Ciri. And no one can know, understand?
Cirilla is here. The girl once sought by the Lodge of Sorceresses, and practically every ruler on the continent has landed here in Velen, and I know nothing of it. What is she doing here?
Indications are she's hiding from someone. I heard she quarreled with a witch, but if you don't know anything... Sure you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
Who was it?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
What's your rate these days? A couple dozen eggs? 3 hens, maybe?
My rate rises with every word you speak. I'm not sure you can afford the information anymore.
You're pricklier than I remembered. Isn't living in nature's lap supposed to be cleansing, calming?
Nature stinks. Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should...
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he'd found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Let's go then.
Yes, let's. This is the place.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
Come on!
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
Not sure I like any of this. Certainly hope we haven't lost our way. Ready? Follow me.
Damn portals. Wonder where Kira is now. Come on. Not your lucky day. Kira! Show me what you got. Stay calm. They're only rats.
I hate Lila is scared. Lila is scared. Disgusting. Do you know the diseases they spread? Disgusting. Get them off! Thank you.
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
Let's go. We might still reach the Elven Mage before they do.
But what does the Hunt want from him?
If that elf has information about Ciri, or if she tried to find him, contact him even, and they sensed her.
Very well, let's move on. Perhaps we'll come across some clue, some trace left by this elf. There's no guarantee the Wild Hunt is going the right way. Gavella Glan.
Levate, Larena Lunet.
That's him! That's the elf!
Arvek va Glediv.
What was that? An illusion?
No, a morphotic projection.
Message was definite.
Indeed, it is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Tirel. Swallow.
Come now. Who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless,
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
we'll see.
An old elven port.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instruction from you. I recognized the Volpine.
Vesemir told me that soon after he'd learned to cast Igni, he tried it out on a patch of these mushrooms.
Terrible idea. What happened?
Well, he survived. And wounds heal awfully quick on young witchers. Come on.
Not your lucky day.
I dislike this place. Vehemently. Swallow. Seems we're headed the right way. It's rather similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Sire, before the sol nacer. Sire, hail Sire Kelpie.
Kelpie? Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, shall we look for it?
Gavella Glan.
A sea monster. Looks a bit like a Karen.
Garrett, what the hell is that?
Another security measure. Damn it all. Sorry, I just don't share your doubts. Know exactly which one of you is real.
Anything like that ever happened to you before?
Hunting dog. Can't see any connection to Kelpie.
Look, it's rather similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Before the sol desea.
Kelpie?
No.
Gavella Glan.
A sea monster. Looks a bit like a Karen.
Geralt, what the hell is that?
Another security measure. Damn it all. Any last words?
You know, can you defeat yourself? Are you willing to? Perhaps the Salvations believe they are real. Anything like that ever happened to you before?
Well, almost. A while back, a certain Doppler took a shot at impersonating me. Hunting dog. Can't see any connection to Kelpie.
Must you touch everything? Geralt, are you all right?
You might say so.
Before the sol desea.
Kelpie. Another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Look, they're opening! Well, now I know what distorted my effort at teleportation. This very portal.
And I know why I landed in that drowner nest.
You should be pleased you emerged from the portal in one piece.
And everyone still wonders why I hate to be teleported.
We must try to activate it. Thought you were in a hurry.
Think that's a swallow.
What? Come!
Sure it's safe?
Gavella Glan. It's grown awfully quiet.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm before a storm. I have a bad feeling about this.
Great. Just wonderful.
Once you finally find Siri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it, how it will transpire. What will she say? What will she look like?
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. Uh-oh.
What? Got that feeling again?
More.
Shit.
Look, they're opening. Let's go. Develop glass.
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I have a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
Another swallow.
Look, it worked. Come on.
Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Vela Glan.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Major's sentry. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with me.
Meaning you ever thought they might have? Froze them before they could attack.
Sharaz! Esai Isa. Tabatoi Nilin Yama. Ren! Shin Tabir!
What is this?
The White Frost. Mage from the hunt summoned it. Can you seal those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Crest's surge. Stand at my side. Larian and I. Ready. Stay close.
Want me to go?
I'll do it. Just cover me.
Just one more.
Hey, Nicola!
Kira,
What's wrong?
It'll pass. That took a great deal of power.
If you can't go on,
You can't leave me here.
I'd never do that. Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
Well,
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try?
leave it to me. Come, we might still catch them.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Well, good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah,
He
never.
awaits us.
You're stubborn, Tuan.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last.
Geralt, look! He's opening a passage!
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you.
You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah,
He awaits
never.
us.
You're stuck.
Geralt,
Step back.
stop.
I wonder how long you last.
Geralt, look! You're in the passage.
Stay calm. Focus. Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
If I've my knickers on straight, this looks like the elves.
Alright, let's watch this message.
Cyril, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything, and if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something,
But I didn't say...
you know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village, it mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stopped the spread of the plague in Velen.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant them. If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now? After I safely led you through the cave?
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Can't imagine where that comes from. How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at camp.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cirilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Why do we even come?
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for me.
Mysterious mage herbalist. Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Thanks.
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see where the passage leads. What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it. Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Gavella Glan.
Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder speech. All right. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet, like the second, played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right. All right. What was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second, played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
What was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not lit up like a charm.
What was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second, played a tune. And wait, something just happened.
Behind that wall, a movement.
Whose grave is it? What do you think? No one's...
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already know where she was buried, I'd guess this is Lara Doran's sepulchre.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we? Well, coming?
We going? Nahalani's eye. Ought to use it.
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are 2 types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favour to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira. settle. Not good.
Move it!
An amulet.
Let's play cards.
rats. Why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison, or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt! You gave me quite a start.
But nay, the Magi says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so. So,
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? I'm in hiding, Geralt.
mean the persecution made...
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Witch hunters.
Changing the sub... Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to...
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard... Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end. So, will you please help me lift this curse?
Why are you so...
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the...
Uh-huh. See...
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think you're in...
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his...
So the peasants who went to the island...
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gent...
Why no...
A mage lived on the island?
We were friends. Sadly, he... Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strange...
All right,
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need...
Fine.
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them.
Think they'll be willing to...
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Kyle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat
How's the lamp actually work?
You needn't even rub. Just play...
Figured as much.
You'll need to do neither. You will tell me what you see, and...
I need to know anything.
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And... Geralt. Thank you. Geralt! Just when I was starting to miss...
See you, Kira. Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
You must be very careful.
Come on.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
Okay? There's some interference. You must be very careful. Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
What now, you piece of filth? Damn.
place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on... Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely. Let's try Kira's lamp. Blood. Many must have died here.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse. Heads. Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse. Head split open like a rotting pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and a daughter. To the top!
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory. Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let 'em out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards, clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too. Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Why did you leave? You collect... I'm cold.
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island.
I'm special. Always was. My family and I, we hid in...
Mage who lived here.
Alexander? They're all dead! Mountains of corpses!
If I can lift the curse... Tell me what happened here.
No! They came to rob and... Yet we had little food. They slaughtered. He gave me a potion.
What kind of potion? Didn't trust them.
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Only rumors, surely. And then I heard him.
Your beloved failed.
There were too many. Leave.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms.
Poisoned? That how you...
No. For I later awoke.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't...
They were everywhere. They tore...
You weren't the last. The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him recently.
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here.
Not talking about ghosts.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Grail? No, he lives. I would know if he died.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the other. Your beloved.
No, I miss him.
Said
Did I?
I don't think so. As I see it, you're the curse. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't... You could be right. My fate is tied to the...
It could be your blood ties to the land.
Love? Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell.
Fine, I'll talk.
He lives in the village.
If he loved you, he'll...
He said he would always love...
She told me. One of them tossed a little boy
Told you I don't want to see no one. You've got to. Just leave me be.
Why have you been following?
Just wondering what you...
Me? Been locked in his hut since he came back. Loves misery.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, dammit! Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about
Annabelle? What can you know?
I met her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I I couldn't...
Did you love her?
Something mad. Of course, it was not...
What happened on...
Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men all. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord...
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have...
Said you were hollering as you... Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, even...
She took the poison.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank. Mage wanted to protect her. Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses.
She was alive then.
Annabelle needs you.
But what can I do?
Bury her bones. Annabelle
There was a...
Yes. Looks like rain. Dead. Annabelle was no ordinary ghost. She's a pesta. And now she's free. A girl and plated flowers. Looks like a small shrine.
Run, Roach. Hey-ya! Hey there.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Fyke Isle's free.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord.
So it ended well.
I lifted the...
And you failed to notice? You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse.
The lamp.
As I said, you may keep it. I actually regret not going there with you. But...
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly... I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes.
All right.
Perhaps you'd stay just...
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances. Could you see what happened?
Why not? If he was coming, I'll check the air.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon. Drowners and a water hag. My favorites. Veered off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well. Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. Leftovers, that was cuts of meat. Well. Cataplepis? Wonder what spell requires that. Human. From an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it.
Not bad.
Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you. Package still intact. Don't sense anything magical. Try red from the Specule will explain this one. Slope. Notes of black currant and citrus. Pains the heart.
fault, just when I was starting to miss you.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wine. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt. The Cain Gvin Kefil.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
Sounds tempting. So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gvela Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Whoa, Cinderella. We'll have a great fall.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How, if you don't mind my asking?
Very true. So, I've two options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Why are you even interested?
Because I grasped the importance of the studies conducted there. In the wrong hands, the findings could do immense harm. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends, with benefits. So?
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not? A skirt? Guess we're playing hunt the hare, not hide and seek. Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners. Shame. Could have kept her shoes on.
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me, but I'll think of something. Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. A bit indecent, actually. Egfain Nave.
Kira, put me to sleep with a spell. light. Top floor of the tower. So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication.
Mm-hmm. Strictly...
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid, tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Beds free of bedbugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
Well.
Come on.
fire? Nuh-uh.
Welcome.
So long.
It can't be. Geralt
of Rivia's.
A man came to me a few years.
Who was he? All right.
And Pat.
Big. Furuncles through cauterization. A study. My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside. More of Undia, the vampire's last likeness. Pyromancy, or the noble art of cheese divination.
Interested in books? That book is...
Let's see. Up for a few rent.
Went off with Radicus to top of the black ones.
These are foul practices. Stop at once.
Dancing on a scaffold.
Move it.
Oh, what?
Mastercrafted.
Ooh, you might try in Velen. Guildsmen claim.
So long. So long. Show me. So long.
I don't pay taxes just thereabouts.
Open up.
Oh!
Right miracle you've worked. I'd like to repay you.
Convince those knaves on the city council that stones are not needed already.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking.
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding.
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher, I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad, farting around about the...
Apparently not. Cheering crowded.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of... They call this place the Putrid Grove. But it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way.
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because like I see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold partied with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't...
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Black ones, Medanians. Long as they pay and don't hit.
Oh, easy.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for...
Wait! I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the...
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice cold?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the...
I didn't expect such to...
Wanted to freshen up anyway.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fool didn't break until I began to prick his heels.
Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best...
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovic's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next.
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom.
Current must have carried the sacks.
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man...
Of course.
Are you Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest...
All right then. Let's get to work.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed me. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well. Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound.
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start.
Such a sharp sense of smell. You should have legged it while you had the chance.
I don't generally leg it. Here's what I think you should do. Pay up and march your boys out of here while there's still time.
Don't be ridiculous.
Take my advice.
Thanks for the advice, but... All right, we've talked. Do what you got.
Heard enough from this.
As have I. Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man.
Shut up. I should kill you.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'll be nice.
All right. See you later.
I've had enough of living.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes.
Didn't need a recommend.
Father always said...
I'm looking for
Oh, you've come to the right place, then.
I'd like to go inside.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Don't bother me, please. The second sword, is it interesting?
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Leave it.
next room's blocked. Second floor. Wonder what would happen if I laid a doll in it.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Saw an oven in the cellar.
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her awake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling?
If it looks like one and that, you give the dreamer nightmare.
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scared.
Why do you live in a haunted...
Tell you a secret. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See...
I don't want...
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling.
A deal?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that?
I'm a witcher.
Yes? Yes? Yes?
I don't hear that often.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. Good day.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We Witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Truth is, I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Sir, I beg your pardon.
But your yellow eyes are a bit frightening. Look, mine are pretty.
Truth is, we're already dependent on them.
Get off.
I dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone...
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Your gift. Tell me...
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings.
What do you see in your dream?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares are strong.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. The Dryads wanted to keep her, Ciri came out of Broccolon with me.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Is there anything you'd like to add? Another memory, perhaps?
No. Let's continue.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Falker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah. They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. She didn't really understand much of what... I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places. And that Ciri kept...
I see.
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher.
I hope you find your Ciri. Yes. Yes.
Don't make me sick.
Gonna kill you!
Greetings,
Greetings, Geralt. How...
Listen. So long.
always wear tight trousers.
Really use a piece. Man to get my arse. What?
I'll never come back, you stinking... Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Get out in the nick of time.
Zoltan, with you. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't good. All right.
With pleasure. Now, how long you gonna make me wait? Shit.
Reminds me of a piece of war.
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Get out. I'm pleased. Now we can greet each...
Hey, Zoltan.
Training plenty lately. You know, you...
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad.
You mean she's come back? But...
hiding, probably.
See her in your dream?
Couple times. Oh, not at all. Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. I just barely returned, as you saw. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full. Prime idea. Get out, pal. Aha! A note from a grateful...
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion. Get out.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
10 barrels of tooth.
No, that's exactly what... It's his planner.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tap.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Not seen him this upset. Seems when he inherited that, he also made a habit of noting down. Here it is.
Zoltan, please. You really
got any better ideas? I'll ask the lassies at my half you interrogate.
Zoltan, wait.
And you
Wonderful.
Right you are. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Just checking to see that everything...
Actually, glad you're still here. Though well she knows the touch of silk.
Molly.
A baroness within reach, and he settled.
Dandelion's not one to judge folk.
Yeah. If I didn't know him better...
Oh, doubt it.
Doubt I want to hear.
Probably better off.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers.
Huh, truly?
She didn't ken half of it.
Nice it, you mangy dwarf.
Oh, let it go, Jarrett. Come on, we need another place to hunker down the nights. Maybe we'll try
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Whoreson's no bank.
Help!
Close enough.
Keep at.
Vespula's got someone...
Really?
The king of beggars. Made a deal.
Didn't hear nothing about...
But you have heard what Bedlam does to...
Come on, Fritz.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him. What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this. 'Twas the last straw. All that...
This woman he was...
Claimed she was his niece from Cove. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it.
Dandelion ask you about...
Maybe he likes... Oh, this and that, really. I don't know. Maybe he's looking to...
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion...
No. I mean...
Welcome. Do come.
I'm a friend of Dandelion.
You've come to the right spot.
You, Eliel?
Yes?
Sorry, I thought...
Oh. Any better?
So...
Anyhow.
Did you and Dan...
I met him one night in a...
Don't think I want...
Oh, stop. Besides, men don't interest... Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded
Dandelion visit...
I tried many times to talk him into a decent...
When'd you last see him?
Some time ago. He... Odd as requests go.
I know this is...
Why do I dress up? I became a tailor instead. I'm a Redanian...
Mm-hmm.
Have you
I managed. What did you and Dandelion...
Let me think. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table, in fact...
Kalkstein's and Nova...
You're too late, I fear. But as he perished, the...
Really?
Radovid, son...
Thanks for your help.
I can help with much... Greetings.
Glad to take it.
Of course, please do.
Wouldn't mind if you...
Greeting.
Wouldn't mind.
night.
What?
Double shows.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
This is a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Many thanks to you, Geralt. Get a copper. Like a new race takes your opinion.
Geralt of...
You stand accused of offending...
Over my dead.
Told you we wouldn't fool him. Well.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated.
Ow! Of all places, why did that mage have to blow himself up in fire?
This house has always been
Excuse me.
I am she. Wait up.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come.
My uncle's in the circus.
A rat bit him.
Can you?
And he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit? Will he die?
They don't rest.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man. My daddy's a witch hunter. And then he chased his own friend.
That's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
La la la. If the rat catcher will get well.
Like as not.
How do you know?
Mum says that if he but catches a cough,
Master
he
Witcher.
in
My
the
mum
grave.
don't let me talk to
Now can we talk?
Yes.
I know you saw Dan.
Oh, yes.
He read you his...
No. He mould. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew...
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an...
Really? Did... Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed... Gee up! As the stallion danced betwixt the...
Sorry. See Dandelion?
No. I even considered he never came back to see me.
Thanks for your help.
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard's
Just
banner
this
from the
morning,
city wall.
my critter came back from the market with news. Some mysterious...
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you.
Don't worry.
Out of the way. Baroness is right.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness.
There's no mistaking you. But for an Imperial General and a Witcher meet.
Yeah, we had an
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be but I shan't question you out of doors.
looking for a girl named Molly.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's...
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with...
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher?
Well, if...
On our way, then. We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle.
Why not?
Well said. So, which steed do you choose?
Heard tales of Zerrikanian horses. I'll ride the bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in...
Hey, giddy up.
Don't spare the horse! Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of. Don't spare the horse! I adore the speed, the rush of air. Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her, and you must find...
Washed your hair lately?
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to...
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dan...
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if...
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd read...
I meant that literally.
No. The Baroness don't approve of our... But...
You do realize, Dan...
Sure he does. Saw him himself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But you could see he cared.
Know where I can find him?
I know.
Any chance you were...
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for...
What?
To take me on a romantic cruise. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Dandelion told me once he...
Won't be too hard to convince him.
Oh, that's wonderful!
Well, another freak. Sick. Sick of it
Ah, Geralt.
Gladly. It's a lot.
I'd say the same. And here we are. Thank you for...
Likewise.
Ah, go.
Farewell.
So,
There's still blood on your swords.
I need a belt.
All the way to the garden. What do you want?
I'm the new cook.
And them pointy things...
Away with you.
Let us save our beloved Novigrads, our free city. Mutants, blasphemers, kobolds.
It's true what they say. Every bard is a lazy good for nothing.
Hey, keep your distance.
What's this? Didn't hear me tell you we ain't looking for no cook. Sod off!
Every time I hear something...
With you. Not for all the gold in Novigrad.
Ah!
With you. Not for all the gold in Novigrad.
Whoa!
Oh,
deep. What's this? Didn't hear me tell you we ain't looking for no cook. Sod off.
Pick and choose while I'm the inclination. What's our
Ah.
Interesting.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Sorry to sneak in.
Geralt of Rivia?
What are you doing here, vagrant?
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This...
But miss, he just claimed...
See... Now take Master de Bergerac...
As you say, miss. Hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Drift of him from Tiberias. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little beast. Follow me. Yes.
You're my new instructor. Wood, to start with.
What? Lost your nerve?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation?
The garden? So what was it you...
Before I ask, gotta admit,
Oh, I know. Terrible. But...
came to ask about...
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is what...
Mean he wasn't?
If you call him chasing after me a relation. Seems my son. Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Granted, you're quick. Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few
Can't rightly refuse.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind.
Hang on.
Of course it was me. Don't be mad. We've done this.
Take a Dandelion.
On occasion, yes. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little... Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. I was left to repel the aging Rosa. I had the best of intentions, you know that. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right...
Calm down, ladies.
Especially not this one.
Listen.
Edna might have. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone. Burn with passion? For what?
Who Dandelion sing?
I believe she's a poetess.
This woman.
Makes sense. He referred...
Gotta ask Zoltan. Been a pleasure.
Exceedingly... Well, can I
Awfully convincing, miss.
How's here tomorrow?
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Leave me be, or I shall call my husband.
Sick of it all.
Ah!
Oh. I'll have it for you next week.
Ah, now she was a beauty. Taking care of the coppers and the crowds.
Wonder what this means.
You! How are you keeping, Bobby? Messieurs? Ah, you're back!
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and British things up for sale. Happened to be...
How could you resist?
Could they? So,
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion. Thing is...
What's she supposed...
Blonde, from Cove...
it's Priscilla.
Why wasn't she...
It's Priscilla, but...
He lusts after...
How can I explain?
Himself.
Exactly.
What can I say?
She's as much. Laddie's head's on...
All right. Get...
Priscilla works for the mummers' troop.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of...
Must you always... This'll be troop.